will it work? Is the question.
Boy. There we go. Come across.
Oi! No. What's up, everybody? This is like
Attempt number 12.
attempt number 12. I'm completely exhausted. My life sucks about as bad as everybody's realizes that Joe Biden's the president. Okay, so we're going to try this again. This is not a political stream. I've heard this song. I heard it earlier, and I want an honest reaction from other people. So I brought Fire and Ice, a.k.a. Nate, on. So that way he can give an honest reaction. I told him this song is going to piss people off, but I wanted an honest reaction. Every time he asked me a question, I would not respond to it. So
no, he wouldn't. I was given zero hints.
Suspense. And now it's gonna be fun. Let me just pull everything up on all the different platforms because obviously OBS don't even want to give me my damn chat boxes today. It said no, fuck you. So I ain't getting no chat boxes today. Like, come on, god damn it. Okay, so we got this one, D Live. Let's see. Okay, everything's on. We're good to go. So check this out. Tom MacDonald released a song today, and let me tell you this. Hands down, it's one of the best songs that I've heard in a long time. Without question. And I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to do a reaction. But then I go onto YouTube and I see everybody doing the reaction because of who's involved in it. So, I'm sitting there and I'm like, let me flip through some music. And there's a couple artists that I listen to wholeheartedly. Yeah, I listen to the one all the time more than the other, but the other I had a ringtone. His song was my ringtone for the last 7 months, up until just 2 days ago. So these are both great artists, and that would be Burden, which is who I had the ringtone of, and Mesus, which is the first CD I bought in probably 15 years. And they got together and put out a song. So now, go ahead, grab hold of your panties and keep them from wrinkling, because people's gonna be triggered. And you know what? I'm Chill's the motherfucking savage, and I don't care. I don't. People getting triggered is nothing like that one day in my shoes and the stress that I gotta deal with. I have 4 children. I work a full-time job. I have vehicle problems, and I try to do everything on my own. My woman is disabled. It's not that easy. So you want to get triggered? You go to my website and you could go ahead and send all kinds of messages to the person that does all the work on the website, and you might get a response. But I'm the person that does the work, so don't expect a pretty one. Okay, anyway. So this is Burden. The name of the song is Ri0t for me, and it's featuring Mesus. You can hear it clear, right?
Yep.
I will have to pause it every so often. Typical rules.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't no.
He's just simply asking him, what if he's in all these scenarios? So, the song's only 3.5 minutes.
Everybody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic, how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic, if the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but the...
Okay, he said, ain't it iconic that the news could make a piece of shit look like, whatever. So far, what do you think? Like, what's your opinions?
Well, so far, I hate to say it, but it's pretty accurate.
I'm not going to say it's accurate. I'm going to say that I'm gonna say that the media makes it that way. Everything he said about the media so far, I'm 1,000,000% with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep going with this. You pull it back a few seconds. And yeah, you know, there's a primary example.
How the news make a piece of shit look iconic. How ironic. If the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but they're reading from the same script. White man gunned down by police. Ain't nobody play that clip.
Now, I know what he's talking about. There was a clip around the same time. We're going to give the initials a GF because I don't need to invoke his name into anything like that. But at the same time that the man in Minnesota had been killed, there was another person who was killed in a very similar fashion. And it was never televised. It was completely ignored. So I can understand where he's coming from with that because we spoke about that.
No one gave a shit. I won't get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say my name. Oh, that's right. Since I'm white, the situation ain't the same. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media. That's mythology.
That is so true, though. I can understand Black Lives Matter was a movement. But obviously was subjugated. It was taken over. Asian Lives Matter. We just seen all the Asian hate crimes going on. And for the people that say that they wasn't happening, they just need to open their eyes. Now, it's not that they wasn't happening. It was who was attacking them. But that's not going to be political. We're not going to talk about it for that reason. But if you say white lives matter or something of that nature, it's taken offense to. That does kind of, I mean, for me personally, I give a fuck less. Look, everybody knows. I got it on the back window of my car. I got my mask right here. Look, all the lives matter shit. No. Lives. If you're going to say lives, yeah. But I'd prefer humanity. Absolutely prefer humanity over just lives. Let's go ahead and continue on. What was you going to say, Nate? Sorry about that.
Nothing. I'm good.
Mean equality, truth in the mainstream media, that's mythology. They've been using my people, your people, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more people. I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back.
I don't know if people realize that, but if people pay attention, the people, the kids, the innocent people that need the attention drawn to them are always ignored. And I'm not speaking on one race or another. I can remember when there was a man of color that got shot by a cop in a fucking car because a cop asked him for an ID, and when he reached for it, the cop got scared and shot him. Okay, so I'm not saying that it shouldn't be spoken about, but it seems like even that one, the guy actually was a legit he did legitly own a firearm, but he didn't have it on him at that point in time. He was reaching for his wallet that the cop had asked him for his ID, and he got shot. That was not big news like it should have been, because it didn't exactly go with the narrative. So, I mean, people like that's who they should have been protested for. Not these people that do it. I'm not going to speak on a GF, like I said, but I will speak on Kenosha. And that dude, he reached for a weapon. Nobody deserves what he got, but he reached for a weapon. People just need to wake up. The media is trying to push people that they could just make ratings off of and not talk about the people that they need to have the truth out there for. But okay, let's go.
Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me. This is so exhausting. Way the news talking. It's like black folks only ones dead in coffins. Black on black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live by the gun, die by the gun. When it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none. But soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right. Say I ain't white, let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to run away and scrap. Reaching for the strap, but he get it first. So I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to ride a name on a shirt. When the truth is I just got what I deserve. When you playing dumb games and you win a dumb prize. Less is whites killing blacks, they don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us.
Right there. That's the most important line of the song. Give me, we want to know.
Realize they're trying to divide us.
What's your opinion so far?
I mean, I already stated it's accurate, but I mean, it's eerily accurate. Like, best way to say this.
Makes your body tingle.
Yeah,
like,
and it makes me a little unnerved.
There's a Jelly Roll song that makes my spine tingle because it makes me realize that it's kind of true, but that's besides the point. So I know what you're talking about. Okay, let's keep going. And the second person rapping is Mesus, by the way, for people that aren't aware.
They don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us. It's red, white, and blue, it's the colors that unite us. I'm getting sick and tired of the looting and the riots. When the truth is if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me.
Okay. So your opinion. Now you heard the full song. Like, obviously, I can't say without a bias because you're gonna have a bias. I mean, you deal with the shit just as well as everybody else does that doesn't deserve it.
It's a sad reality, is what it is.
See, the problem is a lot of people don't realize that the media is just trying to divide us by race so they can keep the race war. People won't focus on the class war. But what about people like myself? Anybody could look into my family. Anybody could look into my last name. Anybody could follow my family tree. Fuck, if you look hard enough, you'll probably find my DNA. But anyway, anybody could look into it and they'll see where my bloodline come from. My bloodline. Like, very recent ancestors, like my great-great-grandfather. They were abolitionists. And they sacrificed their lives to free people. And now we're just reversing it. My family and a lot of other people's family didn't fight to free the slaves to become slaves. We didn't want the Irish to be slaves. We didn't want the blacks to be slaves. We don't want nobody to be slaves. We want everybody to be treated the same way, not with all this bullshit. Oh, you're this or you're that. No, how about you're a hell of a worker? Let me buy you a drink. How about it doesn't matter your skin color? Come on, I got a blunt. We're going bullshit and just hang out. I talk to leftists that absolutely fucking despise me every single day. I absolutely know they despise me. There was one of them I was talking to, and dude got so pissed off because I told him who created the Republican Party, and I'm not even a Republican Party. I can't stand them either. But I told him, and he's like, no, that ain't true. And it's an old black dude, and he looks at, oh, well, fuck. All of a sudden, he's mad at me. I don't believe it. I don't believe nothing on that phone. So, but anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to end this stream. Nate, you want to do one more? Your call.
Sure. Sure, why not?
Okay.
Since we're on a roll, we might as well roll it.
It's gonna be. We'll be back. We're gonna do the other song to come out today. It's why not ruffle all the feathers? Fuck it. With that being said, humans are savages too. But when the world's closing around you, grab your fucking chainsaw.